touch for a while. I can't remember, probably a few days only have gone by, but I've just not been having a good week, and let me not get on here pretending that I have. I've not actually been having a good couple of years, to be honest, and I'm really sorry, because I actually started this new channel with this whole idea to encourage people, and I just feel like, and I said it's therapy, and I don't know, maybe it is therapy for me, because everybody on YouTube is like, well, I just said like, everybody on YouTube is selling something, you know, even if it's themselves, you know, we're selling a product, we're selling content, we're selling, do this and you get so and so amount of subscribers, do that and you get so and so amount of views. And I'll be honest, I don't feel, even though I'm saying, you know, as a 52-year-old woman, I feel like I do have experience in life to offer, but it depends who to, you know. For young girls that are going through things, I could definitely say, hey, be careful of this and be careful of that, don't do this, I did this and it didn't work, it's not a good thing. I could definitely share that, and on a one-to-one. YouTube is not really a place to do that exactly, because there's so many people potentially looking at you, and a lot of them thinking, who the heck are you, like, who cares what you've got to say. But yeah, I've just realised a lot of my trauma, a lot of people have been through a lot worse than me, because in a way I've had an okay life. The last 28 years or so I've had an okay life, even maybe just before that. But I wonder if I've got some sort of like personality thing, you know, maybe I need to be diagnosed with something, because everything is coming back to kind of bite me, you know. Like I think I said in one of my videos that I was a bit of a nervous kid because of my upbringing. I don't want to constantly live in the past and blame my mum, because she obviously couldn't cope. That's why she wasn't there for me, and she couldn't mother me, and she couldn't be a role model. She never taught me anything, really. To be honest, I can't think of anything that she taught me, which is awful. But anyway, I'm 52 now, I've had children of my own, I've had a family of my own, and I'm just sort of, at times, I'm just holding it together. I've been fun for everybody. I've been this person who puts other people first for years. And all the time, anything that ever came up to me, nobody really wanted to hear. Nobody, you know, they just act like I'm feeling sorry for myself, which I didn't even try and bother with, you know, most of the time. But I've made up for it the last 2 years, because I'm feeling sorry for myself, maybe too much now. I don't know really what to do, because I did see an online therapist for a while, but you know, it costs money, isn't it? It's like people say, see a therapist, and what? And pay them to listen to your issues, and then the hour's up, and then they're like, okay, we'll see you next week, and you're thinking, but I haven't finished what I'm saying. Because once it starts to come out, it all starts to come out, and you have to finish, and it's like you've got to sit there for another week trying to hope that you can afford it next week, when you can't even afford like simple things like your rent. How are you supposed to come up with money for a therapist, and then you're not quite ticking the box to get free everything either, but you can't afford just simple things? I don't know, man. I don't know. All I can say is, first of all, sorry, I actually nearly cancelled my channel the other day, because I thought, actually, you know what's the point? Yes, I used to entertain, and I've been a care home entertainer, and I've been bringing up my family, and I've been doing all these things for everyone, and I'm not regretting any of it, because I actually really enjoyed the normality of that. But the thing is, I just need a break. I don't think I can have one, because how can you stop in a fast lane country like the UK? It's just so miserable, and I don't know. Honestly, I said I'd never take like antidepressants, and the last 6 months I've started taking them, because I had no choice, because I got to this point where if I don't do something to take the edge off this feeling, whether it be menopausal or menopause mixed with depression or whatever it is, I need to take something. I always said I'd never take anything, because I went on this really healthy fad, and I said I'd never take unnatural things because I don't trust them. I don't trust a lot of stuff, trust me. If you knew what I don't trust, I don't trust anything. And I suppose it's my upbringing coming back to bite me, because there's so much stuff that was happening in our house that I thought I was okay about. I thought I was alright about it. I was always the one that got away. I was always the one that was the normal sister, the one who, you know, oh, I remember my auntie saying to me, I'm surprised you turned out this normal, you know, with how you grew up and stuff like that. And another lady said that to me once. And all the while I was thinking, but am I really normal, or am I just sort of like fluffing up my life to, you know, we just get on with it, don't we? And I didn't want to blame anyone. I certainly didn't want to blame my mum, even though I could easily blame my mum, because she did so many bad things and she regrets them. I know she does. That's why I don't like holding people like for what they've done forever, you know, so they can't ever be forgiven. So I used to say, Mum, I forgive you, I understand, but it doesn't mean because I've forgiven her that it hasn't had an impact on me. I haven't been nurtured. I'm 52. I've never had a mother. I've nurtured my kids and they don't even think I have. They're still complaining about what they don't have. And they don't understand what a mother I actually had. To the point that, you know, like when I was young, I was goofy, you know. I've got these big kind of teeth anyway. But I was goofy. I had to have braces. And I came back home with my school photo. And I don't know when it happened, but my mum, she cut the mouth out of it and she put it on the mantelpiece, if you can call it a mantelpiece, the fireplace thing. And she put it on there with no mouth. So I had a picture of me with no mouth, because she said my teeth were ugly. And then I was just always so skinny, you know. I still am skinny. I still fight with that. And people go, oh, I'd love to be skinny. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't like to be skinny. Everyone just looks at you like you just need to eat. It's not as simple as you need to eat. Sometimes you can't eat because you've got nervous energy and you just don't eat. And sometimes I've gone through times in my life where I don't eat, particularly when I was young. I don't know about kg, you know, I just do everything in stone. I remember a time where I got so skinny. As a teenager, I was 5.5 stone. You know, because I was taking drugs as well, it didn't help. Now I'm about, I don't know, like 8.5 stone, and it's still, I'm always feeling too skinny. I'm always aware of myself. I do care home entertaining and dress up and bling it up, but a lot of it is me being fronty, like I'm fronting, because I'm not saying I'm being false, but I have to put this smile on to cheer up other people and to make other people happy, because otherwise I'd just be a mess. I can't do that. And actually it keeps me going, it keeps me alive to be this person that cheers everybody up and makes everyone happy. And I've really upset my family the last couple of years, because I've always been the one to sort of have people over, have parties, have communication, and all of a sudden I've just shut down, can't do it, and they're losing out because of me. They've even said it. They said, nothing's the same anymore, Mum. We don't have people over. I'm thinking, I know I can't. It's not that I totally can't, but it's like, because of the way I am and the way I've changed, I can't do it. There's other stuff, obviously, I'm not saying, but the fact is, yeah, and I still worry about my weight. I'd be, in a sense, this sounds crazy, but I want to be not free, because I'm going to say free, even though that's not exactly what I mean. I just want to be free somewhere, like on a desert island, free to be skinny. To not have people go, oh my gosh, she's so skinny, or oh my gosh, she's so mager, or anything like that. You know, and it happened to me at school, you know, when I was a kid. I remember going into the playground, and then they threw twigs at me. The kids threw twigs at me and stung the back of my legs when I had my little short socks on. And they started singing. The over 40s and over 50s will know this. They started singing, and they painted matchstick men and matchstick cats and dogs, you know. And it sounds funny, but it wasn't funny, you know. And they'd call me goofy, they'd call me skinny. And because of all of that, I did all the wrong things to be rebellious, and I got expelled from school or suspended. You know, I had to go to a special centre for a while, because I was always, in a sense, trying to, I don't know whether it be consciously or I think it was subconscious, but I was just rebelling and just falling, you know, and doing stupidness. And I did stupidness for years. I wasted years of my life when I could have been doing something, you know, clever. And like I might have said in one of my videos, even though my dad was a criminal, he was the only one, and he died in 2007, he was the only one that I really, really could just go to, and he'd be passive and he'd just sit there, typical Israeli, Middle Eastern sort of laid back. He was just passive, and because he was passive I could relax in his presence, because Mum was such an irate character, and she says some weird things. She just says some weird things. She can be really lovely, and she can look at me and say, oh, you've done so well for yourself, in one breath, you know, you've done so well, you've brought up your children. She can be encouraging, but when she decides to tear you down, she doesn't even mean it anymore. Honestly, she's tried to change. She just, you know, when you're set in your ways and you can't stop yourself from doing it. Anyway, so sometimes I cut my mum off for big portions of time, and yeah. Anyway, I'm really sorry. I shoot myself in the foot all the time, but like, I'm obviously, as a care home entertainer, when I used to do that all the time, I'm not being honest, really, am I? Because even if I had a bad day, I can't come when there's lots of elderly people that need to be entertained and start being on a downer. I have to go, hi everybody, and start, you know, putting on this kind of facade. So anyway, I'm sorry guys, I just wanted to do a quick post because I haven't done any posting. Should I carry on with this channel? Should I not? I don't know. What's the point, in a way? Because I want to encourage people. I want to encourage younger people, and younger people are not going to be watching my channel because they just think I'm an old fogey. So I don't even know if I'm going to continue using YouTube in this way, because it's the only way I could think of using it. I don't want to pretend I've got content to sell. Like what? In a way, I can only sell myself, and I know that sounds horrible, but this is, you know, and nobody cares about, in that sense, to invest their time, their subscriptions. If you think about it, no one's gonna, unless you're, I don't know, Justin Bieber or somebody famous, and you just had a breakdown or whatever, and then people care because they know you already. There's millions of us going through different things, and we don't individually care about us, you know. But for the people that have subscribed, which is, the last time I looked was like 130 something people, which is very kind of you. This is not going to be a viral channel, but I thank you for the people who have taken the time to even hit that thing. Even though it's kind of easy to do, people just don't want to do it. They can't be bothered. And a lot of people are like, you're wasting my time, and I've got better things to do, and I need to get on YouTube to get some advice about this, or to get something specific. I'm not giving anything specific. I'm just giving me. I'm just talking to you all. And I can give advice about certain things if you ask me, and if I happen to have gone through that, but I'm not going to lie. I don't know. I don't want to think more highly of myself than I am. So thank you for listening. Sorry for crying. Sorry for being emotional. And I'm going to try and snap out of this and get back to cheering people up. I will be in touch soon. God bless. I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Bye bye.